Hello and welcome to the CNBC TV 18 special. Over the weekend, the government has announced the much-awaited oil and gas sector reforms. Joining us now is the Oil Minister, Dharmendra Pradhan. Mr. Pradhan, appreciate you joining us. So in a sense, the government has finally bitten the bullet as far as the reforms pending for the oil and sector are concerned. Let me start by asking you about diesel, because this was a decision that was pending. The UPA had decided to hike diesel prices by 50 paise every month. You have now decided to deregulate diesel prices and link it to the market. At this point in time, fortune favors you because globally, internationally, crude prices are coming down, so this is a good thing as far as the country is concerned. But what if prices were to move up? Is there a scenario where we will perhaps see the government coming in and subsidizing at least a certain segment if international crude prices were to move up and diesel continues to be deregulated?
Let's appreciate finally government has come out with a welfare decision.
Yeah.
When we have linked the diesel to the market, we have taken consideration all the aspects, what will the future impact also. Primarily, our present challenge is how to pass on the profit, pass on the additional amount oil marketing company got out of this reducing crude oil price. It has to be passed on to the consumer. We'll see. We have thought about some formula, some thinking, thought process is there. When this kind of challenge will come, we'll see. But primarily, with much deliberation, we have decided to link the diesel to the market.
What is the formula that you're thinking about, sir? If we can understand, if tomorrow crude prices were to move up, what is, you said that you have arrived at some sort of a formula, some sort of a scenario. Can you explain to us what that is? Are we given to understand that the government will then embark on a differential diesel pricing mechanism, which means that those who drive SUVs will continue to pay market-linked prices of diesel, but tractor owners, for instance, will not?
Let's not jump into the conclusive thing. Let me clarify two things. Government took this decision with a much deliberation, with a well-thought plan. Government is not going to intervene in a day-to-day basis.
Okay.
If economy has to put in track, which is in the interest of the common mass of this country, we can't interfere day-to-day. It has to be economics, business has to be run through market dynamics. It's international product we are refining here.
Sure.
And we have to see the international dynamics. Government is clear on this issue.
But there is a backup plan.
Why you are so early to have a conclusion?
I'm asking if there is a backup plan because you said so.
Primarily, this is welfare state. Primarily, this in the last few months, I have categorically interpreted one thing. My Prime Minister's primary concern is how to protect the interest of common man of this country.
Right.
This is this welfare state. Any resource, any benefit has to be tailor-made, has to be designed, looking into the interest of common man, looking in the interest of mass. Looking into that, this is one aspect, one priority of the government. Another priority, we have to put the economy on track.
Right.
We can't interfere in day-to-day basis. We can't scrutinize the market dynamics.
Sure.
We can't control the market mechanism. So these two fine balance has to be there. In this issue, looking into the international geopolitics, looking at the international crude oil price, we have to de-link the issue. We have to link it to the market. We have done that.
So no plans as of today as far as kerosene is concerned? You're not going to look at any kind of price hike as far as kerosene goes?
Shereen, earlier also I had expressed my view. There is no uniform model, no uniform system to reduce the subsidy burden. There should not be. It's sector specific, it's product specific. Kerosene consumption is in a different market. Diesel consumption is in a different market. LPG consumption system is also in a different market. Psychology is different in all the three markets. We are finding some way. We are finding the way. We have put the DBTL again on the track.
Right.
What's the main purpose to bring DBTL again? How to reduce the subsidy burden? Through smart customer base, through digitalized customer base, to link with Aadhaar or bank account.
Right.
This is the primary concern, how to reduce the subsidies.
What will be the reduction in subsidy on account of the first phase of the DBTL that you intend to roll out? Also, am I to understand very clearly at this point in time that the emphasis is going to be efficiently utilizing the DBTL scheme and not really tweaking prices as far as either LPG or kerosene are concerned?
Through DBTL, we have our primary calculation. We can, when we put the digitalization of our customer base, we can substantially reduce the subsidy burden. Regarding
substantially, give me some ballpark figures, sir. What is the calculation that you got?
You people have an anxiety to put it into the figure. I am the trustee, I am the custodian, I am the common man's interest.
Yes.
I can't give a statement off and cuff. I have put a policy. Primarily, I am a policy custodian. I have put a policy. My hope, my experts, my consultant, my market people are telling, in this way, and this is a proven mechanism, in this way, when the delivery mechanism will be digitalized, when the delivery mechanism will be streamlined, the delivery mechanism will be smart.
Right.
Certainly, some pilferage will be checked, some leakage will be checked,
right.
Some shortcut will be checked, and government is going to be beneficiary.
What is the estimate that they've given you in terms of that reduction, sir? Would it be anywhere between...
My primary assessment will be substantial, around 10,000 crore.
Around 10,000 crore rupees.
It should be.
And this is by which fiscal year, sir?
We are half of this fiscal. We have already crossed two quarters.
Right. So in this fiscal year?
No, I am not going to, because by the last quarter of this financial year, we are going to, in a full scale, we are going to implement this scheme.
Okay. So you're saying that in the next financial year, you should be able to have a savings of at least 10,000 crore rupees on account of the DBTL rollout.
This is a very ad hoc and primary assessment.
Okay. Let me ask you about ONGC in specific, sir, because that stock is on fire today. The last I checked, it was higher by about over 6%. The company has apparently come to the oil ministry with seeking intervention, seeking relief, saying that because international crude prices are falling, look at what's happening to our realizations, and hence we must be protected as far as, or given some relief as far as the under-recovery or the subsidy burden is concerned. Where do things currently stand on that front, sir?
My ministry is engaged with the Ministry of Finance, so we are looking into the issue. Certainly, this sharing system has to be relooked, and we are on the job.
By when can we expect the subsidy sharing mechanism to be changed, sir? I remember my conversation with you, pardon me, but when you completed 100 days in office, your promise at that point in time was that the subsidy sharing mechanism will be tweaked within the 100 days. We've crossed that path, sir. By when do you expect to be able to give clarity as far as the subsidy sharing mechanism is concerned?
Because as I told you, DBTL is a clear-cut indication of subsidy management. This linking of market linking of diesel is a clear-cut indication of subsidy management. These are the two major things we have unveiled, well within the time frame.
So, subsidy sharing, by when do we expect clarity, sir?
Let's see.
And do you believe that ONGC will be separately dealt with, or do you believe that you will have to see an overhaul as far as the subsidy sharing mechanism is concerned, and hence ONGC will just have to wait it out?
Since you can't plan sector-wise. Government's treasury is one. Whether it is ONGC, whether it is PNG sector, whether it is expenditure sector.
No, I asked you this also in the context of the fact that ONGC is looking at a divestment, and hence this is a concern that investors are raising as well.
No. Primarily, ONGC's interest has to be protected. As a trustee of this ONGC, as a nodal ministry of ONGC, I am a primary concern how to protect the economic interest of ONGC as a company, as an economic entity. So simultaneously, I am part of the government.
Sure.
Government's treasury is one. Prime Minister's planning is how to percolate the government's benefit to the common man. In a welfare state, you need money in treasury.
Accepted.
So these are not two contradictory things. ONGC is a government initiative.
Sure.
We have to take care of the ONGC's economic interest.
So let me ask you this simply, sir. Then do you support ONGC's call for relief or intervention at this point in time?
Very categorically, I told you.
How quickly will you act on it?
As a journalist, as an anchor, you may have a temptation to have a time frame. I don't have. Because the way the Congress ruined this country's economy systematically in last 10 years, as a welfare state, we have to primarily, I'm putting my point of view. As a welfare state, my primary concern is how to protect, how the common man should not hurt through a burden.
Okay.
Simultaneously, as a custodian of the ONGC, I have to protect the business interest of ONGC.
Sure.
These are another two contradictory things.
Right.
Very candidly, at the onset of this interview, I told you, we are on the job, we are on the track with Finance Ministry. we are working out something, it will come out.
Is it likely to be done before the ONGC divestment, or at least this calendar year, sir?
You may have a timeline. I am not tempted to answer that.
Okay, sir. In your consultations with the Finance Ministry, sir, what is going to be the driving philosophy as far as reworking the subsidy sharing mechanism is concerned?
My driving point will be, I have to spend money on exploration. I have to spend money on developments. For E&P activities, agency like, organization like ONGC need good amount of liquid money, good amount of financial liberty.
Let me then ask you in the context of the next NELP round, because a lot of investors are waiting for clarity from the government in terms of what you intend to do on tax benefits and so on and so forth, clarifying issues like subsidy sharing and so on and so forth. When do you intend to launch the next NELP round, sir? And what kind of changes can we expect before you launch the NELP round? Can we expect some tax sweeteners coming in for investors?
Sireen, in this question, there are two supplementary answers. Number one, investment is a holistic issue of government. Prime Minister Modi has created confidence in the market, in the domestic market. Also, he has given lot of positive indication, and he has created lot of positive vibes within the international market also. Prime Minister Modi's clarity, Prime Minister Modi's decision-making capacity, all are now much talking point in the international economic circle. This is the primary indication how the investment will come to country. As a sector, we had 9 rounds of NELP.
Yeah.
Things should have been much better. And the primary cursory analysis, there one finding, things should have been much better.
Yeah.
What are the bottlenecks? We are on the job, find out what are the bottlenecks.
What are the key bottlenecks to your mind, and which are the ones that you would like to address?
That's the internal strategy of ministry, that we are looking into what are the bottlenecks. Let's analyze why the desirable investment is so low. Some investment is there. I can't say there is no investment. Sure. Why this desirable investment is should have, what about the data? Primary thing, is our data well equipped? Right. DGs has to be more equipped. Right. DGs data repository has to be more scientific, more smart. From data to tax practice, data to sharing practice. These are the issues. When we'll come out with the NELP-10, we'll come out with the clarity, we'll come out with some lot of, we have to manage these bottlenecks. Okay. Then we are on the job. As early as possible, we'll come out with NELP-10 strategy.